What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing new decks from the upcoming Pokemon trading card game expansion Battle Styles, due out March 19th. On my side of the field, I'm going to have the new Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. For 1 energy, its Gale Thrust attack could deal 150 damage if the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX moved from the bench to the active spot during your turn. And then its powerful G-Max Rapid Flow attack could deal 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon for just 2 energy attachments with the new Rapid Strike energy from Battle Styles. My friend Michael Zealy is going to be playing Corviknight VMAX with Bronzong and Cheryl. Bronzong's metal transfer ability allows you to move any of the metal energy attached to your Pokemon in play to any other of your Pokemon in play as often as you like during your turn. Cheryl completely heals all of your evolved Pokemon in play, but you have to discard the energy attached to them in order to do so. So with Bronzong, you can move the energy off of your damaged Pokemon, then play Cheryl to heal them, and then use Bronzong to move the energy back to those Pokemon that you healed, making for an awesome tank and heal strategy. It's really exciting to watch. Check out the gameplay and let me know what do you think of Corviknight VMAX and the new Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX in the comments below.
I'll take heads, please.
Okay.
Cool.
Heads it is?
I'll go first.
That sounds good. That deck definitely wants to go first. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, something that I'm really excited about in this deck is that I get to play my one of gold fighting energy.
Ooh.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, just riffle shuffling that bad boy. I used to play that that thing in Buzzrock. I only have one. I don't remember how I got it. I was just like in my Buzzrock deck I played like 9 different fighting energy. As you see, I have a reverse Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or whatever, call Legends energy there. And then we've got the gold energy too. Yeah.
So I'll play down double Lillie's Pokédoll attached to the active, and I will pass.
Sounds good.
Feels bad not getting a Zacian V turn 1 and Intrepid Sorting, but I feel comfortable, yes.
That deck is slow and steady, really. You're totally fine. And with the 2 dolls on your bench, that just gives you so much, kind of time to set your board up, because the deck also plays 4 switch outs, so you'll have probably no problem drawing into a switch out. All right, we're going to Marnie. And that's one of the reasons that, I guess technically we shuffle our hand and put it on the bottom of the deck.
I almost shuffled my hand into my deck, because I'm not used to using that physically.
Exactly, yeah. PTCGO just does everything for you automatically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sick. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Yep. All right, we'll use Crushing Hammer. And we'll see if we can remove that energy. We can. Okay, and it's going to be a big pass from me.
Ooh.
Yes, this is unfortunate.
Attach, return. And I will also Marnie you.
Nice. I got a question in the chat. Isn't Cheryl just better than Mallow Lana? Well, it depends, right? I think that Mallow Lana is good in some situations, and Cheryl is good in some situations. So I think that it's not horrible to play both, especially in a deck that wants to switch like every turn. In a deck that wants to switch every turn, Mallow and Lana, think of Mallow and Lana less like a healing card, more like a switch card. It's a, exactly.
And then I'll Intrepid Sword for 3.
Yep. So we play both. And then you could attach a metal energy you find there to your Zacian if you want to. Okay. I will draw. And we're chilling now. I've got the Air Balloon on the Remoraid. I've got another Crushing Hammer. Looks like I'm really good at this game. And then I'm going to Korrina's Focus for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We'll get an energy onto my Rapid Strike Urshifu. And I'm just going to retreat. And we will use Strafe, 30 damage. And go back into my Remoraid.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
Here we go. Bronzor. And I will attach to Corviknight V. Quick Ball. And I will... Are there Metal Saucer in this deck?
Yes.
Okay. So I will Quick Ball.
There are not 4, though. I don't think that you necessarily need 4. There are 2 right now. I think you can get away with 2 or 3. In this deck, because you don't lose energy in the same way. Now I've hit 2 Crushing Hammers against you, but you don't lose energy in the same way that you do playing a Zacian based deck, because your attacker is 320 HP and you move it around. You can also just Intrepid Sword and then move that energy around. So I think that you don't need 4 saucers. That's my initial suspicion. But we'll see after some testing. I see some hates in the chat on my decision to play 2 Metal Saucer. That's fine. That's fine. I've got probably more deck building experience than you, Pokemon Fan Club, if I had to guess.
So now chat's asking why you don't play the turn 1 Evolution Bronzor. Is there a reason behind that?
I don't, because I think that the deck is slow and grindy enough that you're rarely going to get it. But then
I'll Marnie you again.
Marnie again? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, because I saw you saying the 50...
Dragapult can knock it out?
Yes.
That's the thing. Like, 50 HP is just low, right? And, right? 50 HP is just low. And, I just don't know that the 50 HP is worth it because it's a slower, grindier version of the deck. I'm playing Lillie's Pokédolls. We're really just, like, planning on Intrepid Sword, right? You know? I mean,
and
it's
I'll
like...
Intrepid Sword for 3.
Yeah, sounds good. It's definitely a slower, grindier version of the deck. All right, we're gonna draw, and we've got our Octillery. I do think that Octillery is the best way to play this particular deck because Rapid Strike Search is just so bonkers good, right? So we can use Rapid Strike Search here and go get ourselves the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and then. Can go in this next turn. Now you don't have any Mew from Unbroken Bonds down. So I could have actually, that was probably a misplay. I could have just gone and knocked out both your Bronzors. But it's cool. I'm totally not getting punished for this. All right, so we're going to Pokemon Communication the Crobat into the deck and get ourselves a Jirachi. And then I'm just going to end up using Research. I think I could have just Pokemon Communication for the Urshifu, but it's cool. We're going to play it as it lies. All right, I've got another Crushing Hammer. And
you were very good at this
that's
game.
Ahead. Yeah, 3 for 3. Yeah, I'm extremely talented. Let's go. And then we've got Research. And draw 7 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And we've got a Rapid Strike Urshifu V. And... I believe that I'm just going to use Pokemon Communication, put that back into the deck. And I'll get the Mew from Unbroken Bonds out of my deck. And then I think I'm just going to end up using Dedenne Change, I think. No, I'll probably just Gale Thrust.
I think you're in a really good position to just Gale Thrust. I'm not really working with too much right now.
Yeah. That's probably fine. I do really want to get an energy drop at least, though. So I think that we'll probably just go in with the Dedenne Change. That's cool. Ship my hand, draw 6 new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And I think we'll mess around, retreat, and use the GMAX Rapid Flow on both your Bronzors. That seems good.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Knock those guys out.
Draw for turn. I'll switch into Lillie's Pokédoll.
Seems good.
And I'll use its effect to just put on the bottom of the deck.
Yep.
I need to make some bench space for sure.
Right.
It's looking rough. Play down Corviknight, attach metal.
Yep.
And I will Marnie you.
Sounds good. All right. 2, 3, and 4.
Intrepid Sword for 3.
Yep. We'll draw for turn. And I don't have a whole lot in my hand. Well, I guess I can Crobat, so we're totally fine. I'm going to Quick Ball away my Rapid Strike Urshifu.
Sorry.
You're good. And I will fail it. And then I guess I could Eldegoss as well. That probably is fine. let's yeah, Pokemon Communication this, and we're just going to Eldegoss, I think, for oh, I could Rapid Strike search for a Korrina's Focus. That's nuts. But I think I'd rather just Eldegoss for research. That that seems fine. So yeah, we'll Eldegoss, use Happy Match, get the research out of my discard pile. Yeah, the Octillery is my favorite part of this deck. I mean, we could just see how consistent it makes this deck, and that was one of the weird things about the Corviknight deck, is that you kind of need to play these Pokemon Communications to get your Bronzongs out, you know, and the deck just ends up not being as consistent, having to rely on Pokemon Communications. You like want to set up these evolution Pokemon, but then you don't, like, are you playing a defensive version that you know, doesn't have access to you know, Dedenne or Crobat to draw into your cards? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that I've just hit 3 crushing hammers and you're off to a pretty slow start, and I knocked out both your Bronzors. So
yes.
Like, that's
not the optimal
position.
to be
I
in.
think I'm just you know, what they say, going off is what it seems like. All right, we'll evolve our Rapid Strike Urshifu and play an Air Balloon here and an Air Balloon onto my benched Jirachi, and we will attach a Stone Fighting Energy, retreat into Jirachi, and use, let's see, I'm going to use Rapid Strike Search first, get myself Rapid Strike Energy out of the deck, and then we'll use Dreamy Revelation just to see what we end up getting there. That's fine, we can leave that on top of the deck, and I'm just chilling. Yep, you can go ahead. There's no point in me really using Gale Thrust into a Lillie's Pokédoll, so we're just going to wait for a turn while we build up more energy.
I will Metal Saucer to the Corviknight V. Pokégear?
Yep.
Fail.
Yikes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I think, do you have a Bronzor left in the deck?
I have not checked. I need to look for that, but I don't currently have any way to look for that.
Right, so right.
I will Pokégear again.
Okay. Pokégear, let's see. Does it buff out?
It does not.
That's insane. There are 4 Marnie, 4 research. It's the same thing as like
I think I've used
Melmetal, yeah.
Yes, I think I've used 3 Marnie so far.
3 Marnie, no research. Fails on
2 Pokégear.
Yeah, fails on 2 Pokégear. Yeah, definitely definitely hurts. Yeah, Pokégear, might as well just read shuffle your deck.
yeah. I don't think it matters too much. I guess I'll escape rope so I don't let you use Jirachi if you wanna. Sure. So you'll need a switch to do so.
Yeah. We'll put a buck. Oh, if I put a Octillery, you could clutch it. Which would. Oh, but then I could switch. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll switch back and pass.
Oh, Intrepid.
Yeah. I forgot I could do that.
Little draw. And let's see. So at this point, you still don't have your Mew from Unbroken Bonds out, and we're kind of just chilling. Do I have a boss's orders in my deck, or where are my boss's orders? Okay. I think that a quick ball. Take a look at the deck. I do only have 1 boss's orders in the deck, but I could certainly soften some things up. Only 4 prizes left to take. I think it makes sense to just draw some cards. So we're going to attach the Rapid Strike Energy, and I'll just Korrina's Focus for 4 while we're here. Okay, and that's fine. can retreat into the Urshifu VMAX, and then I'm just going to GMAX Rapid Flow again to the Zacian and the Corviknight V.
The damaged one or the
damaged one? Yeah.
It's 120.
120 to both of them. Yep.
It's a lot of dice. So I will draw for my turn.
Sure.
And Pokemon Communication and the Lucario Melmetal to grab the Corviknight VMAX. I'm going to be going back in.
Yep.
Communication to grab the Bronzong, or to put the Bronzong back in to grab another Corviknight VMAX.
Yep. Definitely having a rough go of it over there.
Yes. I do not have Mew in deck or Bronzor. So that is rough. So I'll evolve.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I will evolve.
Right.
And Cheryl.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah. So that's really all I can do. And then I will Intrepid Sword for 3.
Oh, you still don't have an energy?
I do not.
Oh, that is brutal. Okay. So at this point, though, I still do not have a boss's orders. So I will quick ball and grab the amazing rare Jirachi out of my deck. And one of the reasons that I think that the scoop up nets are just not needed in this Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX deck is that your bench gets jammed. Because I think that Octillery is just so broken in this deck. It is so good.
Exactly.
Rapid Strike Search kind of reminds me a little bit of Quick Search on Pidgeot from the Fire Red Leaf Green era, which is one of the strongest abilities ever printed on a card. It was used very often. All right, we're gonna Dreamy Revelation on our Jirachi. We're gonna choose the Stone Fighting Energy, attach that to our Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and I don't have a boss's orders yet, so we're just gonna use Rapid Strike Search, thin the deck a little bit more, and I can grab a Rapid Strike Urshifu V out of the deck, and then just pass it to you.
Draw for turn. Pokégear. Hopefully I can hit something this time.
That would be nice.
Yes.
You do have a lot of supporters in the deck. So, like, there's 4 Marnie, there's 4 Research, 3 Cheryl, and 2 Boss's Orders, I think. So
I'll grab the boss and I'll boss up the Urshifu VMAX.
Sure.
I will play down Lillie's Pokédoll, attach Metal Patch, or Metal Saucer.
Yes. Metal Patch.
I'm used to Dark Patch for sure.
Yeah, so it can go to any Pokemon, yep.
I'm shuffling my discard. And then I will Lillie's Pokédoll back into the deck.
Yep.
Bring that to the active, and I will G-Max Hurricane for 220 damage because of the Stone Fighting Energy.
Corviknight finally
finally doing something.
Yeah, there it goes. All right, so 220 damage with the Corviknight VMAX. Yes. All right, now we'll draw for turn. That is quite a bit. So I have, let's see, Zacian there. You've got no Bronzong, so I know that you're not going to be healing, so I don't necessarily have to worry about that. I think that I do expect to probably get knocked out this next turn, so I'm dealing 120 damage if I do that, and then 120 plus 150 is like still not a knockout. Yeah, like not even close. So we are in this just really grindy situation still. Where I feel like I have to, I'll attach to this one and switch to my amazing rare Jirachi I think that's fine. And we'll use Dreamy Revelation. Okay. And I'll grab that card. And then let's see, did I switch to my Jirachi? Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did.
That's fine. I could have Mallow Lana math would not have mattered, so that's why I didn't do it. And I think I'm just coming back in for 100.
Actually, I think it would have.
Well, 120.
Because you go down to 100, and I could only do 220 with the stone fighting.
Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Mallow Lana math would have made a huge difference. It's cool. I didn't play it. Yeah, it's fine. A little playing a little suboptimally, but that's fine. Should have Mallow Lana there. I was like, the Mallow Lana math's not good. Yeah, it would have mattered totally. That's fine. We'll save it for later. All right, and then we'll just swing with the Gale Thrust there. For 150.
Wow. Draw for turn. Yeah, this is where I would like a Dedenne or something like that.
Right.
So I could communication.
And data change.
Yes, or Crobat or something.
Right. Now, my thought on the deck was that I was trying to build it kind of like Lucario Melmetal. Using Intrepid Sword to accelerate energy, and then kind of moving the energy around with Bronzong was the idea that I had in my head. Hiding behind dolls while you manually attach, kind of slower, grindier build of the deck. That is just meant to just tank and heal.
Yep,
right?
And I'll free retreat into the Lillie's Pokédoll, and I'll use the ability to put it on the bottom of my deck. Promote Corviknight VMAX to the active. And I will GMAX Hurricane for the knockout.
Sounds good. Cool. Now, we'll say your top end damage potential on this deck is just definitely a little bit low. It doesn't feel great. So, I'm gonna bench Rapid Strike. Did I promote the Octillery? Let me promote that.
You're good. You're good. It's early.
Instead. It is early. I'm like, oh boy. Okay. I think we want to bench that, and I think I want to Rapid Strike Search. Okay. It's not a whole lot left in my deck, to be perfectly honest. So let's grab that, and then I will use Dreamy Revelation. Okay, and grab the boss's orders and put this back. I don't have to show you, I guess. I guess. That's unfortunate. I guess it doesn't really matter, because all I have to do is just come up and Gale Thrust again. And then if you I guess if you drop the Mew from off your prizes though.
Draw. I did. Yes, I did get it.
Oh, there it is, right?
So I think play down Zacian V.
Sure. I'm trying to set up a 5-prize turn. The Mew definitely hurts.
I'm gonna try and big brain this one.
There
Cheryl.
it goes. All right. We got another Cheryl coming down. The Cheryls are really brutal. I mean, just imagine if you had a Bronzong up, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, that would have been a phenomenal turn.
Yeah. If you had a Bronzong up, I mean, granted, you had a little bit of a slow start. I knocked out both your Bronzors. You prized your Mew.
Yes.
I hit 3 hammers. There's some things that really went bad, you know?
And then I'll just Intrepid Sword for 3.
Yep. Okay. We'll draw. And... Huh. I will... Does this thing have an air balloon on it? No. Oh, you knocked out the one with the air balloon.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So I think that's, and this is why I said Mallow Lana is still a fine card, because it's just a switch,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, it's a switch. So I'll just play the Mallow Lana as a switch, and we go into Jirachi and Dreamy Revelation. Okay, and we'll take this card. And whereas Cheryl just doesn't provide that, right? And sometimes you just want to switch. So that's good. And then I'll attach, I think, oh geez. All right, we'll attach an energy to my Rapid Strike Urshifu and retreat, and we will Gale Thrust for 150.
Draw for turn. I will play down Lily's Pokédoll. Attach for turn.
Sure.
Quick Ball the Zacian V away. That's not a Pokémon Communication. That's rough.
What are you looking for here?
I was checking to see if I had any Metal Saucers left in deck, because I have a research in hand, so I was trying to see if I could rip it and switch into the Corviknight VMAX. But there are no Metal Saucers left in deck, so I think I am just going to grab the Lucario Melmetal.
Now, did you play a switch on the Corviknight last turn? It has pre-retreat. I don't know.
No, no, I did not.
Okay.
Because I Cheryl'd the damage off and then just retreated, I believe.
Yeah. Nice. Yes, finding space in the Corviknight VMAX deck is definitely tough. There are about 70 cards you want to play in that deck. Maybe I'm telling you just got to give it a few reps. You got to give it a few reps. It was off to a really slow start this game, but even Lucario Melmetal some games can just, have a off game, Got to give it a few reps.
I think. Let's try this. I will switch.
Sure.
Lily's Pokédoll back in.
Sure.
No, I lied. My course of action was not what I was thinking it was.
Okay.
I was thinking I could be able to put this under, play down the Lucario Melmetal, and then Full Metal Wall GX your energy off.
Yeah.
But I have no way to get 2 energy on it this turn.
Right.
Yes. So I believe I will.
But if you had the Bronzong in play,
if I had the Bronzong in play,
yeah, you could just move them, which would be insane.
So I believe I will just boss's orders up the Urshifu.
Sure.
And I will Intrepid Sword for 3.
Seems good. Okay. Draw. And yeah, that Mew is kind of ruining my day. I think, all right, we just boss the Mew, switch into Rapid Strike Urshifu, and then Gale Thrust.
Yes.
And then next turn, we should be in there for a win with G-Max Rapid Flow on both your Zacians, which you can't heal. Yes.
Correct.
So we should be fine. But even this game where I sprinted ahead.
Research.
And I think that's the first research you played this game.
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
There was one turn when I had 3 research in hand and I could not discard all 3 of them. So that would have been very bad. Yeah, I think that's looking like game 1 right there. Because I'll just attach, then Lily's Pokédoll back in.
Right.
And I will G-Max Hurricane for 240.
Right. And that, honestly...
And then you forgot to take a prize for the...
I did.
Yes.
You did show how difficult it is to take knockouts against this deck the way that we have it, right? And I think that you didn't get set up very well, and then I just have G-Max Rapid Flow on both your Zacians. Yeah.
Cool.
I think that you had a little bit of a hard time setting up. The Corviknight deck is definitely a deck that wants to play 70 cards. I've built it as kind of a slower, grindier deck because I feel like if you're playing a turboed out deck, You just might as well be playing like a Zacian build or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you playing the Corviknight deck? It's a slow, grindy, tank and heal, no liabilities on the bench kind of deck.
Yep, exactly.
That's how it's supposed to be. The dolls, I mean, forcing your opponent to gust your gust your Pokemon, and then they have free retreat. Like, they pair so well with the dolls.
Yeah, exactly.
You just free retreat back into them. You Intrepid Sword, Intrepid Sword, Intrepid Sword. You can accelerate energy with Intrepid Sword. You can move it around with Bronzong. There's all these different outs that you have. All right, welcome all newcomers to the chat. If you're new to the channel, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us while we play some Battle Styles decks. All right. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
Yes, also to you. 3, 4, 6, and 7. Got no basics.
Ooh.
All right, so you're going to get a mulligan.
Nice.
Yep. It did feel like I was very close to just getting... I mean, like, you barely set up that game. And I was like, wow, I'm only like a couple... if there are a couple of things that gone different, I'm getting powered out of this game completely.
You were really close to decking out, too, which I was trying to play towards.
I was definitely close to decking out. I was also very low on energy. You know, discarding all that energy to not knock things out kind of felt bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Got Remoraid.
I'll take my mulligan.
Sure.
It was very cheeky, which I like to be able to Cheryl, even if I didn't have the Bronzong in play.
Oh, for sure.
Because it still was pretty good.
Oh, definitely.
So draw for turn. And I will quick ball the... Oh, I need that. I will quick ball the Coating Metal away.
Sure.
To grab a Bronzor.
Hey, you can't accelerate that with Saucer. Is that, you got another energy in your hand?
I do.
Okay.
Theoretically, yes, it is correct to just attach the Coating Metal and get rid of the other one, but you play hammers, so I didn't see it being too much of an issue, because if you hit heads, you hit heads. Attach, and I will pass.
All right, draw. And let's see, we have got a quick ball. I'll use quick ball to discard that gold metal energy. And we're going to go get ourselves a single strike Urshifu V out of the deck. And then I think that I'm just going to attach Stone Fighting Energy to Rapid Strike Urshifu V. Did I call it single strike?
Yes, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
They knew what you mean.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then, yeah, we're just going to retreat and strafe for 30. Okay.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
That's a pretty good top deck, Bronzong.
There it is. We didn't see him at all last game, but here he goes.
I think Corviknight VMAX. And I will put down the Lucario Melmetal GX.
Yep.
And I will retreat into Lucario Melmetal and Escape Rope.
Okay.
And then research for 7.
Okay. Mew would definitely be good. There we go. Yes, yeah. Gotta get the Mew. I think that Mew just needs to be in so many decks right now. You know, if I just go and just ping that Bronzong, you know, turn 2, that's just such a setback for the Corviknight deck.
I could honestly see a little more Metal Saucer being good in this if you could find the space.
Yeah.
Because if I were able to get one, I could have just knocked out your Urshifu. Yes.
That's true.
Which would have been pretty good.
For sure, for sure.
So I will play down the Bench Barrier Mew, or as chat likes, the Mew from Unbroken Bonds.
Mew from Unbroken Bonds.
Play that down, and I will attach to the active, and I will pass.
Okay, draw. We've got Octillery, Pokémon Communication, Remoraid. I think ideally you would have had like a doll to retreat into for free this turn. You know what I mean? Or like Intrepid Sword this turn. Like that's kind of like while you just, you know, kind of slow and steady, build up your board, you know, hide behind dolls, things like that. But, all right, we're going to Pokemon Communication for a Crobat, and we'll Rapid Strike search while I'm in the deck and go get ourselves the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. And the Mew is, yeah, you know, a little bit problematic. So I think that I just want to Dark Asset for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And we'll go Crushing Hammer. Tails. And going to Quick Ball away the Air Balloon. Is that the correct target to Quick Ball away? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, alright. Yeah, Quick Ball away the Air Balloon. And get ourselves another Rapid Strike Urshifu V. And then I'm going to attach Rapid Strike Energy to Rapid Strike Urshifu V, switch into my Octillery, and then free retreat. And we'll Gale Thrust for 150 damage.
And now that Strafe last turn was pretty good, because now you can do the GMAX Rapid Flow next turn if you have to.
Right.
Something.
Yeah.
Yes, that's 200. Draw for turn.
Obviously, Cheryl would be insane.
Yes, I wish I had Cheryl, but sadly, I just have to research.
Ah, that is brutal. Now, it could be a good turn to go in and like Full Metal Wall, though.
I agree
Free
with
retreat,
that. Yes, yep.
You know, I mean, that just seems pretty busted, right? Because you remove my stone energy, which is good. You slow me down. You know that I pretty much can't knock out your Lucario Melmetal.
Yes, I will retreat.
And then maybe wait until, you know, you find Cheryl to heal your...
Metal transfer.
Yep.
Communication back in Bronzong into the deck to get a Corviknight V.
Sure. And I think you probably want to move the energy off the damaged Corviknight too.
Yes.
Yeah. I added the Lucario Melmetal last minute. I think it's good. It just seems like you know, having the option for a GX attack. The list also plays 4 switch outs, so you have plenty of options to move it in and out of the active position. You know, thank you so much, Gabe Smart, for that sub. Appreciate it.
And then I will Full Metal Wall to discard your energy, and then my Pokemon take 30 less.
Yep. Oh, the Corviknight only needs 180. Yeah. Cool. All right, thanks, guys. We'll draw for turn. And I will evolve my benched Rapid Strike Urshifu, and I'm going to use Rapid Strike Search. The Octillery is just so nuts. Being able to go get Korrina's Focus here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is just so perfect. And I think that this is the reason why the Octillery is just better than Stellar Wish Jirachi in this deck. Because you can use it even if it's on the bench. You can use it... and you can use it to just grab whatever you want. I found when I built my first list, this is a real Octillery. It's the one from the battle kits. That's why it's non-hollow. When I built my first list for this deck, I had the Stellar Wish Jirachi in it, and I found myself just Stellar Wishing, and I was like, I could just, if I played a 2-2 Octillery line, I could just be grabbing the things that I want off Octillery.
Exactly.
Guaranteed.
And what I do like about the single and rapid strike mechanic is that they didn't limit it to just Pokemon. They also did energy, supporters, tools, stadiums, so you could grab whatever you want with the Octillery.
I'm going to attach to my rapid strike Urshifu VMAX and then Korrina's focus for 6. The 4, 5, 6. And we're seeing again the air balloons, like I've said. The air balloons are just absolutely bonkers in this deck. You really want to, I'll use Crushing Hammer. Really want to have that option to give your guys, and we'll remove the special metal. It's fine. And then I will just free retreat. Having the option to just guarantee yourselves that free switch, you know, without needing to play around Chaotic Swell is just very good. So definitely a huge fan of the air balloons. And then we'll Gale Thrust for 120 damage. Yeah.
Draw for turn. Evolve to Corviknight VMAX. I will switch into Corviknight VMAX.
Yep.
Play down the Pokédoll. It's very disappointing that you were able to get rid of that energy, because now I have to actively search for one.
Right. Gear.
I'll get research.
But we got a research. All right. Let's go.
I was hoping I would get that off of it so I wouldn't have to Marnie for it, because that would have been kind of rough.
Marnie 5 cards. Yeah. Yeah. And the Mew is just obviously very strong in this matchup.
Research.
Yep. Because now I can't, you know, deal any damage to those bench dudes. Hopefully you found the energy.
I did, thankfully.
Excellent.
So attach Metal Transfer.
Yep.
Metal Saucer to get another one into play.
Yep. And I almost feel like you're better off just keeping that energy on the active, maybe? Like, right? Like, where do you actually keep that energy? It's like safest on the active in some ways. If I knock out your Bronzong, then you can't move it, though.
Yeah. So that's rough.
This thing has 180 on it. I guess it's actually safest here, because I can't actually knock that out.
Correct. Yes. I think that's that's where I was thinking. So I'll just G-Max Hurricane for 240.
Awesome. Yo, and thank you, CT, for that sub. I appreciate you guys. And thank you guys all so much for the support while we stream these Battle Styles decks. Okay, so we're taking some heat from this Corviknight this turn. And we could see now, like, if Zealey's got a Cheryl in his hand, or if he has access to a Cheryl, I'm doomed. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's
like, just like that damage is going to stack up. You know, the energy, and the reason why I'm like, you can play a slower, more methodical metal deck because you could just hide behind your dolls. You can just Intrepid Sword, take your time, build up your board state, and then once you have a few energy in play, that's all you need. You just move it around and heal it. You know what I mean? You really only need 3 energy in play at any given point in time. You know? Thank you so much, Fuller, for that sub.
This deck needs a Skyfield because I need just so much on the bench.
I know.
So it's very rough to figure out what the most optimal bench spot is.
Right. Yes, for sure. All right, we're gonna Rapid Strike Search, and I'm gonna get the second Korrina's Focus. We actually played 2 Korrina's Focus in this list. I think that 2 Korrina's Focus has felt really good just to kind of help you continue turning through your deck. I think that you know, it's just a, you know, obviously we play this card. I could just get a draw card, you know, out of my deck. It just feels very strong. So I do have a switch. I think I am going to switch into this guy. And then attach my stone. The stone energies just feel so bad. I guess I'll attach the stone energy. It makes more sense to attach it to a new Rapid Strike Urshifu. I think that makes sense, because right now I don't have the option to spread damage because the Mew is still alive. So there's just really no point in playing the stone to one of these Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. And I'll use Korrina's Focus to fill my hand to 6. We need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I believe I'm just going in with my undamaged Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, Gale Thrust for, this is 150. There's been no, oh, there is
Yes.
Full Metal Wall.
Yep,
Ah,
Full
yes,
Metal
yes,
Wall.
yes. Okay, yes, so 120.
So draw for turn. I will attach. 20. So you're not. The thing I'm torn about is, I feel like I don't necessarily have to Cheryl at the moment.
You don't.
Because you can't knock me out, either of them out next turn. Do the Full Metal Wall, which is very good. Cards in hand? Andrew, how many cards in hand?
Oh, I have 6.
Oh.
But now you can see, like,
I'll Marnie.
you can see that you've kind of already taken over the game.
Yes.
Right? Like, at this point, we're so early on in the match, but you've got the Bronzong and the Mew set up. You prized the Mew last game. I knocked out both your Bronzors. That's the only out I have to win this matchup. This game, you know, it's a completely different story. The Corviknight deck is just looking incredibly strong with Full Metal Wall GX as well. And then you can retreat into Doll. You can retreat into this one. If you wanted to attack with the one that has less damage on it, you know, you could Doll and then go back up with the same one.
I don't believe, like, that's what I would do, but I don't believe the max you can do is 120.
Right.
So I think it's just chilling for now. So I will G-Max Hurricane for another 240.
That's so nuts, right? All right. So I'm going to draw, and we definitely need Cheryl. We need Cheryl or something, right? We need something that's not what I got going on right here. So we're going to Pokemon Communication my Jirachi GX into the deck and see if I've got, yes, my third Rapid Strike Urshifu. And then just take a look at the deck real quick. We either need Cheryl or we need a boss's order. So I'm definitely going to be day changing. And you can see how, and this is, again, my argument against Team Up Jirachi and the Scoop Up Nets. Look how filled my bench is, right? I've got a Crobat. I'm in between one Crobat, Octillery, and one Dedenne. And then your attackers. Where are you fitting that? Where are you fitting that Jirachi anyway?
Exactly.
I felt like the Jirachis were incredibly cumbersome and unnecessary, especially with your Rapid Strike Search Octillery. Like, I'm drawing cards every single turn. I'm finding cards that I need. It's just not really, you just don't need that. And then the Scoop Up Nets are just in the way, which is a problem. All right, so we've got 6. I will Boss's Orders the Mew. Retreat into my third Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX and Gale Thrust for knockouts.
Draw for turn. It is very funny. If we were playing Yahtzee, on a side note, this would be a very good. All the 6s on the board.
Right.
Yes. So now I have 2 options here. You could boss up the Bronzong next turn and knock it out, but you would have to Rapid Strike or Gale Thrust.
Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing that your Full Metal Wall stops my damage to the bench too, right?
Correct.
Oh my gosh. For the rest of the game, your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks. Oh no, that's so horrible.
So you do have to find another boss. Yes.
Oh, that's
attach.
So bad, man. Oh my gosh, that is a disaster. Full Metal Wall is so good.
I think the proper thing is to just boss's orders.
Yeah.
And then I will just G-Max Hurricane for knockout.
Okay, so no healing.
Correct.
But I guess it doesn't really matter because I still can't knock you
Correct.
out. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. All right, so my Rapid Striker Shifu hitting the discard.
So now you're in a position where you need to heal or hope I don't have a boss on the...
In this game?
Yes.
And like, I know there was a lot of hate against my list, but I mean, like, look at it. I mean, it's an insane deck, right? It's taken over the game right now. And I think slow and steady is the name of the game for Corviknight VMAX. That's just my my feelings about it from from what I've seen out of the deck so far. And we're just getting powered out of this game. So let's quick ball. Yo, what's up, Brandon, with the gifted sub? Appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you. And let's take a look. I do have, yeah, because if you just have a boss's orders, you can just end the game. But I think I more or less have to go Eldegoss here. But then at this point, you have 6 energy in play, so you, but then you can't move the energy.
Yes.
So then if you Cheryl, you discard all your energy. So we'll grab Eldegoss, and we're going to boss up your Bronzong. I think, right? This just seems so bad.
It seems bad because it's just one prize. So even if you knock this out and another Corviknight, it's like it doesn't.
It's so bad. This is so bad. All right, we're gonna go in here. I'll use Rapid Strike Search and see if there's anything out of the deck that I might want to grab just to thin a little bit. And I guess I could attack with Octillery at some point for like 20 damage. Or that's so bad. Yep, that's bad. It's all bad, guys. And I'll attach to my Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and I'll just Gale Thrust for knockout. Okay.
Draw for turn. Zacian V.
Yep.
I think I'm fine attaching for turn to that. Quick Ball to get rid of Cheryl.
Yep. This man getting rid of the Cheryl. Yeah, don't need it. At this point, you can just, because I tried to take out, you know, I had to knock out the Mew. Then I had to knock out the Bronzong. And now you're like, cool, you haven't been touching my 320 hit attackers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and now I can just sweep the rest of the game. It just doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's looking like we're going to be going to an exciting game 3. And I really just have to hope that I get, you know, I get that jump start on you. Like, I get the quick start, you know.
You have to hope the Mew's prize.
Hope the Mew's prized, for sure.
All right, let's see.
What do you look for here, boss?
Yep.
Yep. Boss's orders off the Pokégear, and it's game.
Is that 6?
That's 7, yep. Can he find it?
He can.
He can, and that is going to be GG's.
And I'll bring up GMAX Hurricane.
Yep, absolutely smashed that game. I mean, that was convincing for sure. And I think that, did it feel better that game?
It definitely did, that I was able to get the stuff going and moving around. And then also the one Hammerhead. Or the one the one tails that I did. Yes, that was nice.
Exactly, exactly.
I don't think I've ever played a game of Pokemon with like this many dice on the field because I'm used to just like, oh, knockout.
I know, right? I know. So that's I think that was more indicative of how I expect this matchup to go.
Mm-hmm.
I really expect to get kind of powered out of the game. The Full Metal Wall was absolutely horrible for. You know, the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX damage output's already relatively low.
Yep, you're already like 3-shotting most things. Like most VMAXs, that is.
Most VMAXs, you're 3-hit KOing. This deck really relies on knocking out Dedenne GXs and Crobat Vs, right? Because if you use that attack twice, you take 4 prizes against decks that play Dedenne and Crobat.
Yep.
Right? But if they play Mew, if they play Full Metal Wall, all of a sudden you're not doing any damage. You know, it's just horrible. I think that the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX deck feels very smooth. I'm excited about how the deck has been drawing and how the deck has been setting up. I think it just does have some inherent weaknesses because of the nature of Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. It just doesn't have a lot of top-end damage potential, right? Which is something that's going to hold the archetype back. All right, good luck. We'll draw for turn. And I'm going to bench my Rapid Strike Urshifu, bench both of them. And we've got an amazing rare Jirachi. We'll just retreat into the amazing rare Jirachi and Dreamy Revelation. I think I'll just grab this. And then do I want to dig for an energy drop turn 1? How important is it? Do I just leave it be?
I think it depends on how likely you think it is that I get the Mew and the Bronzor on the bench.
Right. Because if you just get a Bronzor down, having the option to turn 2 snipe it would be very good. I think I will not worry about it. I think I will just pass to you.
Draw for turn.
Because I have a supporter on top of my deck right now with the Dreamy Revelation. So if you Marnie me, then I'm just guaranteed a supporter, which I don't mind. So that seems good. And then also just wasting, you know, my Crobat to Crobat for 4. And it's like, you know, how impactful will that turn, you know, will that be? Also, I might just whiff the energy off Crobat for 4.
Definitely makes me feel a lot better that you didn't get an attachment turn 1. So I feel like I have some leeway with not having to get both the Mew and the Bronzor out this turn. So I will discard the metal with that. Metal Patch, or Metal Saucer into Bronzor. And Research.
Sounds good.
And Mew, attach, return.
Yo, thank you so much, Derek, for that sub.
And play down Corviknight V, and I will clutch for 30.
Okay, no retreat. That is annoying. And the Bronzor is down. Okay, I'll draw. So we're going to go for Crushing Hammer. See if we can't slow Zealy down a little bit. Yes, we'll move off the active. And then I've got Quick Ball away, Amazing Rare Jirachi. And let's see what we are going to grab. I guess I'm probably going for... I'm probably going for the Crobat this turn, and we're still going to Crobat for 4, so maybe it was correct to do that last turn. Yeah, there's nothing really else that I need, so we'll do it. Grab Crobat, go for 4 cards, because I'm still looking for setup Pokemon. I'm looking for my Octillery out of the deck. I think that a 2/2 Octillery is really good, just because once you get the Octillery into play, it sets the whole deck up.
Agreed.
Right? It's just such a powerful card to have on your bench. You don't have to worry about, oh, am I going to find my Rapid Strike Energy? You just go get it. You know, you don't have to worry about, oh, am I going to find my VMAX? You just go get it, right? It's such a relief. It's one card that just can set up the rest of your board, which is so powerful. So we're going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we find a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. We find Octillery. And then I will Marnie.
Happy about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've noticed a lot with this deck. It's like half the time you probably get a hand that's not the best, and you're kind of just like stuck with it because you don't play Crobat, you don't play Dedenne, and then you're really reliant on having Zacian on the bench to get out of it.
You really are, yes. We definitely are, I will admit that. This hand is what we would call suboptimal. It's not great. I don't want to have to date it. Oh, I guess I'm guaranteed the energy, but I don't have a switch out, which is something that I definitely need this turn. And I could date change. That just feels really bad. But I do feel like if there's a time to kind of go fast, it's probably now. So I'll quick ball away the Professor's Research, see if the Dedenne is in the deck. I think it is. It is not. That's cool.
I like to hear that for sure.
Yeah, that's probably good for you, huh? All right, so looks like I'm going to be chilling this turn. We're just going to Rapid Strike Search. I could Rapid Strike Search for the Rapid Strike Energy, and then I could Dreamy Revelation into a switch, which would be cool. So we still have that as an option, right? So maybe off my 2 cards, we can grab that. So we thin the deck. I guess I should actually grab a card off of the Quick Ball, huh? Something that I plan on maybe discarding. Is there any like stinkers in here? Yeah, Remoraid.
Oh, he's nice.
We'll grab Remoraid off the Quick Ball because you actually want to thin the deck before the Dreamy Revelation. Cool. So we'll do that, and then we'll Dreamy Revelation for 2, and that's fine. just evolve another Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and then we'll pass to you.
Draw for turn. Oh, that would have been really bad if I did that. Communication back in Corviknight VMAX into the deck to get a Zacian V. I almost evolved, which would have been bad because I need the Pokemon to communicate.
Oh, yeah. To get your Zacian.
That's disappointing, but what can you do?
Then do you have to leave the Corviknight in the active?
I do.
Yeah, and just Intrepid.
Yep.
Yep.
I have a boss in hand, so it would be cool to or attach and clutch again.
Right.
But
I do play like 5 switch outs in this deck, so the odds of the clutch sticking are not super high.
Yeah, I'll just Intrepid Sword for 3.
Sounds good. Okay.
And
We'll draw. Nice. Accelerated energy. Cool. But you didn't get any attached from hand last turn, right?
yes, correct.
Okay. I'm going to attach to my Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. And I don't think that there's anything that I necessarily want to thin out of my deck. So we're just going to use Professor's Research. Discard my hand, draw 7 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And I'm going to go in with Crushing Hammer. See if we're really good at this game. Let's see how talented. Not very talented.
I'm very good at this game now.
Unfortunate. Yes, now Lillie is very good at this game. Excellent. All right, I'm going to Dream Your Revelation while I'm up here. Cool. And I will stack that card. That card's cool. And let's go in and just switch into my Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. And now I can, let's see, what supporter am I looking at? Now I will Rapid Strike Search as well while I'm in the deck. See, just get another one of my VMAX out. Seems fine. And we'll Gale Thrust for 150 damage.
So I will draw for turn.
Sure.
I will play down Lillie's Pokédoll.
Seems busted.
I feel like I'm fine evolving into this one.
It gets you free retreat,
yes.
Which is nice.
And I will research a Cheryl, a boss, and another research away.
Seems good. Now, what you could have done, I don't know if this would be worth it. Yeah, I guess that's probably too slow of a play. I guess like you could have free retreated Cheryl, free retreat into Doll, Intrepid, right? Like that's.
I hit, I think, everything I needed off this. Yeah, so it's we're chilling. So then I'll metal transfer both metals off the bench, and I will G-Max Hurricane for 240 damage.
This man doesn't even care going in with the damaged one. You don't want to attack with the fresh one?
I could, I guess.
Yeah, free retreat into the fresh one.
No, it's fine.
All right,
I made my bed and I'll lie in it.
This man don't care. All right. That's fine. Let's see what it do. So I think that let's see, did I draw? I don't remember. No, okay, I didn't draw because that was the card that I stacked on top of my deck. Or no, I did draw. Okay, because I stacked this card on top of my deck. Okay. So that is kind of brutal. We are going to man. What can I do here? This is such a bad situation to be in. I can Mallow and Lana to heal. My spread does nothing. You have a Full Metal Wall, so I can hit for 30. Do I have a Boss's Orders in my discard pile? I don't. How many cards are in your hand?
I have 4 in hand.
4, so Marnie doesn't even really narrow your yikes, I can't escape rope because you have a doll on your bench. So I think I pretty much have to let's see. We're going to bench Rapid Strike Urshifu. I'm going to attach a Rapid Strike energy to it. I'm going to Mallow and Lana and heal 120 damage. And go in with a different Rapid Strike Urshifu. And I'll Rapid Strike search. See if there's just anything else that I want to thin out of the deck real quick. I think I'll get another Rapid Strike energy potentially. And I'll just Gale Thrust for 150 damage.
Nice. So I will draw for turn.
This seems bad if you Cheryl.
Unfortunately, I do not have Cheryl, which that's why I kind of wanted to leave the damaged one up there, so then that way I wasn't like spreading damage between them. So now I can retreat into the undamaged one, Metal Trans to the active, and I will Boss's Orders.
Okay.
And I will GMAX Hurricane for knockout.
Sure. Yeah, 240 plus, yeah, 120. That'll do it. Yep. Okay. So I'll promote my Octillery. And feels bad, man. That's for sure. We'll evolve into Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX. Going to attach another. I'll attach Rapid Strike energy to my Octillery. I'll mess around. All right, and then I'm gonna research. Okay, research 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it just feels so bad to just swing into these Corviknights. You know, there's not a lot we could do about it. All right, I'm gonna retreat, and I am going to Gale Thrust for 150. Like, we're swinging out here. But the damage just doesn't really stick.
So I will retreat into the Lily's Pokédoll.
Yep.
To remove the effect from GMAX Hurricane. I'll keep that active for now. Attach to Zacian V.
Yep.
Cards in hand?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ah, I will Marnie you.
Okay. Yes, I think this matchup definitely seems like a wash.
I think the first one was just a fluke, hopefully.
That's
maybe.
what I'm saying. The first one was the first one that'll happen sometimes in a deck that doesn't play Dedenne or Crobat, but for the most part, like, it's just such a low maintenance deck. You get it set up, and you know, you have more than enough energy in play. Do you not?
Yes, I'm chilling for now.
That's what I'm saying.
So Lily's Pokédoll back to the bottom.
That's what I'm saying. You got plenty of energy in play.
Bring this up.
The energy never goes anywhere.
Play down Bronzor.
Yep.
And I will GMAX Hurricane for 240 damage.
That seems pretty busted. All right. So I'm in a tough spot. It's definitely. I'm going to switch into Octillery and attach an energy to Octillery. Yeah. And Korrina's Focus for 4, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah, we'll equip these Air Balloon here. We'll equip Air Balloon here. And I'm going to Waterfall for 50. Let's go, Octillery. Let's go.
Draw for turn. Escape Rope.
I see what you did there. Okay. I guess it's still a matter if you just have boss, you win. So we'll promote the amazing Jirachi.
I'll bring up Free Retreat, the Corviknight with Free Retreat, just to see what my options are and play it through my head. So now my thought process is I could knock you out with the Zacian to go down to 2 prizes, and that would also still put me in a position just for boss for game.
So there's no point attacking. frankly.
Well, I mean, I could, because if you...
But I guess if I heal that.
Yeah, if you heal that and put a stone energy on it, I'm kind of out of luck.
Right.
And I think I have more than enough turns to mess around with it, so I'll just...
It's not like I can knock out the Zacian.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
So I'll retreat into the Zacian V, metal transfer the coating metal, and I will Brave Blade for knockout.
Yep. All right. And I'll promote Rapid Strike Urshifu and drop. This is pretty tough, but I guess I do have the combination of cards that we were talking about. Let's see. Do I have a boss's orders in my discard pile? You've got all that energy in play still. No, I don't believe I have a boss's orders. Okay. So I'm still spinning my wheels here. We got Pokemon Communication, my Jirachi, and go get Eldegoss. And then I'm gonna Rapid Strike Search and fail it because there's no more Rapid Strike cards left in my deck. And then is this worth it? I mean, I guess, right? To not lose the game seems pretty good. Yeah, so we'll Eldegoss for Eldegoss for Mallow Lana, I guess, right? And then I can retreat into this guy, Mallow and Lana, to heal it. Attach Stone Fighting Energy to it, and then Gale Thrust for 150 damage.
Draw for my turn. So I think I have enough to like get me going to the end of the game. So Bronzong, then attach metal.
Yep.
And metal transfer. And Cheryl.
Oh my goodness. And it's just lights out. That's it. I don't stand a chance. Right? I mean, these dudes just got completely healed.
And then
I'm sitting here slugging away every single turn. And that's just so brutal.
And now I think I'm just fine just leaving that in the active and Intrepid Sorting.
Right. It just doesn't matter. It's just so I haven't taken a single prize. Right? I haven't taken a single prize, which is so bad. I guess at this point, I just retreat and Gale Thrust for knockouts. But even that just doesn't really matter.
Draw for turn. So we'll see if I could hit the boss off the Pokégear.
Right. You take 2 prizes and you win.
And unfortunately, I do not. So I'll just grab the Marnie.
Sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is exactly how I expected this matchup to go. I think the Corviknight deck is looking really strong, especially against a deck like this that just cannot hit those one-hit KO numbers. You're tanking perfectly.
Yep, it reminds me of our matches the other day with the Rapid Strike deck with the Me and Xiao, where it wasn't able to do enough damage quickly enough, so it just got overpowered.
Exactly. And then 240 damage every turn from Pokemon that has 320 HP.
Did I attach this turn?
I don't recall.
I don't think I did. I'll just, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Then I'll Marnie.
Okay. Yeah, and then you swing, and then basically you're just in a situation where if you're able to find a boss's orders, you're going to be able to win the game. And I have basically no win condition. I mean, all the damage that I do to your Corviknights just is getting bounced off. You didn't even need the Lucario Melmetal this game. You just out here slugging away every single turn. The Stone Fighting Energy is going to be able to, allow me to survive, one more turn. But oh, is it a knockout? Do you still? Yeah. Is that game?
Oh yeah, I think we just did the math wrong. Yeah,
we did the math wrong. Yeah.
You GMAX Hurricane.
All right, yeah,
no,
good game, man. Yeah, it's cool. I'm over this one for sure. I was trusting Zealey's quick math there on that one, guys. Yeah,
I was trusting his math as well. So
yeah, scoop it up, guys. Scoop it up. Well, I'm happy I was able to get in there. I was happy I was able to get in there and win one game. I think that was fine. What do you think about the Corviknight deck? What do you think about this matchup? Kind of after playing 3 games.
I really liked it a lot, being able to just move all that damage off. Where I think there was one turn there was like 340 damage or something like that, and
Absolutely
that took him
insane.
multiple turns to build up, and it just took me seconds to take it all off, which I
Right.
liked it a lot. I think that'll definitely be good against other decks like Pikarom and Eternatus if you do run into those. But against other VMAX decks, without hitting for weakness, it seems kind of suspect.
Right. I would agree with you there. It feels like your damage output is just criminally low. I mean, even compared to like Colossal VMAX has like a 130 punch for 1 energy, but then at least can do 240.
Yeah.
Whereas like Rapid Strike Urshifu being locked in at 150 damage on the top end.
Is there a single Pokemon VMAX that you can 2-shot with that?
Butterfree
Butterfree VMAX, actually, I think.
Butterfree VMAX, and you 1-hit KO Morpeko VMAX.
Okay.
Yes, yes, but it is definitely tough, and it might not, it might just be that Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is not maybe its own attacker in a deck. Maybe it plays a supporting role or something like that. I definitely could see it. But if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, and check out the Twitch stream where we're live right now at the time of recording. We stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. We have a super welcoming community here, and we'd love you to be a part of it.